And also, we're in our holiday outfits. Pose for the camera. Well, I got here. I was in my cute outfit. Lume was in a t-shirt, and I was like, "Hello, Christmas outfit, o'clock."
And I was like, "But I got it." Like,
Actually, the first thing that happened is I texted you. I said, "Where's something Christmassy?" And you said, "Okay."
I said, "Christmassy. We'll see what we can do."
We'll see about that one.
Yeah, about that. Like, I'll see what I can do. But we made it work.
No, yeah. You got a Christmas sweater on. You a little red and blue. It works.
Yeah, no, we're holiday spirited, so it's that time of the year where you get your list, you check it twice, as they would say. And for some people, that list isn't about the gifts; it's about they hoes, they Nelson Cruises, they rosters.
When does cuffing season begin?
I mean, technically, we're past. We're in the middle of cuffing season.
Is there a consensus on this, or is it a personal idea?
I was always under the impression that it was fall. Once it became cold, that was when it was. But
that's not universal because we live in Minnesota. And it's cold all the time, much earlier than.
Correct. So most people, I feel like it's like October 1st.
October 1st?
Yeah, because I feel like everybody goes through, like, September is still, like, you've got, like, was it Labor Day? And,
September's too early. I agree with that for sure.
So I feel like October 1st hits. Some people may say it's November 1st.
Yeah, I would lean more towards November 1st. October, like, you still tailgating.
R.I.P. tailgating.
You're still tailgating. You're still out here with the slutty Halloween costume.
Yeah, I'm about to slide in the comments and say what time you think cuffing season is, because I'm not sure. I just think it's when it gets cold. Basically, but again, it is different where you are, so don't take.
I would say November 1st through
probably
March 1st.
Yeah, I would say March
or through March.
You do cuffing. Well, if you do cuffing season correctly, you try to get out before Valentine's Day, so you do it in February.
But that's early.
But I think it actually goes to March.
I don't think is that true though? No, because you wouldn't want to be getting out of your cuffing season before Valentine's Day. You want to cash in on that.
Who wants to cash in?
I mean, everybody wants to get laid.
And you can still, by all them people that are sad about the fact they don't have a Valentine's, like.
Is that a thing?
People that don't have Valentine's but go out on Valentine's Day? Yeah, that's a thing.
No, I know that's a thing. I mean, like, are people out here, like, really... I don't know that I've ever hooked up with somebody that I wasn't talking to on Valentine's Day.
That you weren't talking to?
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like you've been busy on Valentine's Day. Like, good for you.
No, but I'm not, though. So wait, are we agreeing then that cuffing season ends February 1st or no?
No, I think March. It's between February and March.
I mean, in Minneapolis, shit.
Yeah, it's like May
1st, right? Yeah, it's still cold even then.
It's basically like when the day you're allowed to take your boats off the dock to go out is the day cuffing season ends in Minneapolis. Like, Memorial weekend. Yeah, like 100%. Once you're able to get on them boats.
Wait, that's legit as hell. I agree with that completely.
Cuffing season is over.
The day you launch the boat is the day
you launch that relationship out into the stratosphere.
Hell yeah!
It's time to get to work.
That's straight fact.
That's a Minnesota thing for sure. Nah.
Okay, so we're in deep into cuffing season. We want to do a Christmas episode. Address all your concerns around the holidays. Do you bring them to the family party? Do you not? I mean, this year there might not even be a family party, but still worth pondering these questions. How much money do you spend on a gift for your boo?
You ain't spending none.
Should you slide in the DM to the ex and hit them with that holiday, like, been missing you, thinking of you text? Like,
no,
we need answers, Lume. Answers.
I feel like we got to start with my favorite part, which is I think you called it the holiday sneak attack.
Yes, the holiday sneak attack.
The holiday sneak attack, which is...
also known as the birthday sneak attack.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I feel like a birthday is more of like, I'm just appreciating you on your day, which...
If you're you.
Correct, which I just love birthdays, so I'm biased.
I love birthdays too, it's fine.
But the holiday sneak attack, for those that are uninitiated or just need to know the terminology... is when, it's Thanksgiving just passed, obviously. We're coming up to Christmas.
Yep.
I think Hanukkah just started, so happy Hanukkah. Shout out to those people.
Yep.
But it's taking one of those holidays as an opportunity to hit up somebody that you clearly haven't talked to in a minute. For whatever reason, you haven't talked to them, but most likely because, y'all had a thing and the thing ended.
Fizzled out, or there's
And-
some petty beef,
yeah,
or
or
whatever it is.
You cheated on him. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know what the thing you did is. But
There's levels.
Yeah, exactly. But either way, you haven't been talking in a minute, and you come back through with the message that really can't be slandered, which is, I'm just wishing you and your family a happy blank. Now, as I was saying before, this is a great time to send them this message because most people are not working.
Correct.
So I should
Get
a
the
response.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it's not, hey, I've been missing you, even though that is what you're saying.
It can be that. It can be that.
But I'm saying, but you're not sending those direct words, which are a lot easier to ignore. Like, if you see somebody just be like, hey, I'm missing you, like, yeah, I bet you are, bitch. Like, sucks for you. But it's like,
You've seen my cute Instagram on my
it's like, oh, yeah, you've been seeing all
fresh
these
outfit.
fits.
You know I look good.
Sorry. Like, yeah. But it's like, hey, just want to say happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas. Hope you and the fam as well. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Hard to slander that one. That's not really a rude statement.
I'm totally. This may surprise you, but I'm totally for this holiday sneak attack.
Oh yeah, no.
Typically, I don't like to be cornered, as you know.
Hey, access denied.
Access denied.
Access denied. 100%. We
But
know.
the holiday sneak attack is a particular favorite of mine, mostly because I'm very for like a rekindling moment, like typically referring to like a one-off rekindling moment.
You
like somebody you talked to, casually dated for a while, something petty happened. Like it was like
you're over it, and then it's like, but you do. Then it comes back around, and you remember some of the good times. Maybe the dick was real great. Whatever.
Exactly.
Who knows?
Maybe they're really hot. They look good. Like, blah blah blah.
You always have fun when you go out. There's
me. I love a good coat.
Thing.
I love a good coat. Like this is when the coats are coming out.
Oh god,
we were just talking about this earlier. I was like, this guy's really hot. He has a hot trench coat in his picture.
And I'm like, there's no such thing as a hot trench coat, but apparently there is. Yeah,
sound off, please, because
comments, please.
Trench coats are sexy on men. Facts. If you're trying to up your game, buy a fucking trench coat.
It actually reminds me of this girl that lost one of my trench coats to Sneaky Pete's. I was really mad about that.
Well, you shouldn't have been wearing his trench coat to Sneaky Pete's. That was mistake number one on your part.
I should have been wearing a coat, period. I just hate taking a coat there, but we got to plug it.
If you're going to Sneaky Pete's, first of all, you should be way too drunk to even need a coat.
Correct.
That's the only way to go to Sneaky Pete's.
That's why I just said I shouldn't have needed a coat, but mistakes were made, whatever. I lost the coat. It's cool. She still knows. She knows. You know who you are. You know who you are. You owe me a coat. But no, I don't get the whole coat thing. But yeah, I don't know. It's good to just, or at least I do, because I know I did this on Thanksgiving. Like, it's good to just slide in.
Did you really? Did you slide in?
Oh, I slid into a couple. Of hey, how you know?
And yet, when I said let's do a Christmas episode, you said what would we talk about? And I'm the one that said the holiday sneak attack. Well, how are you going to hide the fact that you love the holiday sneak attack?
I don't know. I don't bring it up. Like, it's just not something I bring up, but it's just something I do. And now I put it on wax, so all these people are gonna know. So now when I do it, I'll be like, "Damn, you know what I'm doing." And then
but they'll probably laugh, and then like it's always good when you can
then still respond.
Yeah, it's always good when you can get the people to laugh.
Yeah, which is fine. I gotta give the people what they want, so it's okay. But no, I don't know. Like, I just feel like it's cool, except for when you don't respond. I feel like that's just ruthless. I feel like that's just
daggers.
I only got one where I didn't get a response on that one.
Even I wouldn't do that. I mean, shit.
Like,
no way, dude. Unless I really was just like, fuck you, you're trash, and I hate you.
But then block me.
True. Why wouldn't I? Yeah, that's a great point.
Like, if you genuinely have nothing you ever want to say to me ever again, there's this.
I do feel
button.
like people use the block feature much too conservatively. They should be blocking way more people for all types of reasons, not the least of which is just like general toxicity and stupidity. So yeah, I agree that if it's like, if there's some, so that deserves some clarification. We're not purporting that people who like were in like these long-term relationships and like it was so serious and they had this terrible breakup and it ruined their fucking friendships and lives, like da-da-da-da. Like, no, like don't fucking try that with that person.
Yeah, probably not a good call.
No. We're talking about like something that just like whatever the
Yeah.
reason might be, the timing just wasn't quite right. Whatever
Some
it
old
is.
cuffing season fling.
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
some
yeah.
old summertime.
Or maybe you just haven't had a
Beach
chance
fling.
with them yet. Like, there's that option as well.
Also, yep, you know, you're still developing and
Yeah.
like, hey, hitting some people up on holidays. People feel some type of way about that. So
Oh, we got
that's always a good look.
Live studio audience is in the cut.
Right, it's like humble brag.
So, okay, we clearly agree on
Yes,
this issue.
we love the sneak attack.
But just to play out the full topic for the listeners, I would say that most people who don't like this don't like it either because they feel like it's like a ploy, or it's because they're mad at their friend for going back to their toxic ex again. And now what I say to that is, who fucking cares?
Well, I mean, if you really a friend, like you want what's best for me,
Yeah.
and
I
if
think what's
it's-
best for you is to get laid on the holidays.
and I don't disagree with that. But again, if you really my friend and you believe that sentiment, you should be helping me find somebody not
Find
crazy
somebody else?
toxic to get with, as opposed to allowing me to go back to that crazy ass bitch.
You're the one that likes the crazy ass bitches.
Correct. And that's a problem that I'm working on. If
I
you
don't
guys
know,
know
I
any
feel-
good therapists, let me know.
I don't know. I feel like women sometimes have this sense of, in their women friendships of like needing to like take care of each other more than men do feel they need to do for each other. And I don't know if it's like a motherly quality or not.
Yeah, that mama mentality. Not to be
Right.
confused with mamba mentality.
I don't know if that's where it stems, or I don't know if it's just that women like just have to take care of each other in their lives more because
Life.
of life, right? Yeah. Whatever it is, I've always like really actively fought against that to some degree. It's not that I don't want to take care of my friends. Like if my friend needs me, I'm gonna take care of her, no doubt, and I could wing woman or whatever. But it's more just like I just don't see anything as like such a big deal that it really means so much
That
like,
you need
if
to
you
get involved.
Fuck your ex, like good, great, like good for you. Get that dick, girl. Live your life.
Go ahead, do your thing. Yeah, no, you're not out here like, I don't want you to get it in because of XYZ reasons that
Right, like if
affect
you
me
start,
in no way.
Well, and if you start like talking to some guy you shouldn't be talking to, like I'm not here to. You already want to do that. I'm not about to get in an argument with you over whether or not you should be doing that. You know you shouldn't be doing that shit, and like, you're either gonna do it or you're not. And so I'm always for the option that gets everybody laid.
So then, I guess my only quick follow up would be: if a friend comes to you, like let's say we go out, post Rona,
Yeah.
vaccines on the way, guys, vaccines on the way.
Yeah.
And we're out, and before we go out, we're pre-gaming, chilling, and I go, hey, Kristen, just so you know, I have a pretty good idea that this shorty gonna be out where we're at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's not a good thing, okay? I need you to make sure.
But see, you're saying it with
I
a
don't-
smile. Even
No.
even right now, you're
I
saying.
mean, I'm saying it was smile because it's funny, but
I know,
I'm
but they're
serious.
But you
like,
know, there's a scenario in which you like somebody would say that to you or to me, and they would say it with that same connotation of like,
And I would
it's
say-
not good. I mean, I would even do that.
Then
I'd be
I would
like,
say that you're not-
listen, it's not good, and I would mean that it was good.
Nah, but nah, I wouldn't say it if I thought it was good. Like I
Okay.
would still like even I just smile.
So you're
all
being
the time.
serious. It's not good.
Yeah, I'd be
you're,
like, yo, we really should not. It's,
Okay.
It's always gonna end in some ugly kind of situation, and I don't need that.
Okay.
Are you going to make sure that it doesn't happen because I asked you, or are you gonna be like, hey, it's not my business?
No, I am going to do everything in my power to make sure that doesn't happen right up until the point that I see you undermining my efforts.
Okay. So once you feel disrespected, then it's over.
I don't feel disrespected. I don't really care. I'm just not gonna do work for nothing. Like if
It's
you're
a friend, it's not nothing.
yeah, but the ultimate decision lies with you. You. So like on the one hand, like I could be like, nah, like let's take shots. Let's go over here. Let's go to a different bar. Let's do whatever we're doing. If you are still allowing this person to have access to you, maybe that's just it. I'm so like about the access.
There
Like,
we go.
If
There
you're
we go.
letting the person have access to
Deep
you,
dive.
there's only so much I can do. I can go a certain amount, And then I'm just like, you know what? You clearly have something unresolved.
I'm just happy to know that you would do a certain amount.
Oh, I would.
And now that I know, I'll make sure I just ask Joe.
No, I would do a certain amount for sure. Would you?
Yeah.
What would you do?
If my friend tells me like, hey, I can't be going back with that, like, then you're not going back with that. Like,
And what if they were caving to the
then we fighting. Like,
really?
yeah, I'm like, hey, I will let you be mad at me at that
But
moment.
what would you do? What actions would you be taking? So you're in the bar, right?
I probably insult the person to like get
Really?
them to go away, or I would dress my guy down to like make him feel some type of way to leave. Any way to create a situation where it's like there's movement.
So you would start shit straight up.
Yeah.
See, I would never do that.
Nah, if that's necessary, because first of all, 99% of the time when someone's falling for that little Pied Piper trap in that way, they're probably very messed up. So I know they're not going to remember.
Like they're hammered.
Yeah, like they're
Okay,
they're probably
I see
not
what
going to
you're
remember half of what I'm saying anyways. So I'm just going to have to talk to them in the morning.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'll insult them in some way or hit them with some low blows that I know is going to make them actually fucking listen to me if they're not listening to me. On the off chance that I know there's nothing I can do or I don't have any low blows, yeah, I'll go to whoever that girl is and be like, hey, my man said it ain't tonight. Like,
This is wild. I would never do this. No. I just prioritize the night over all else. Like, I would never do that for the sake of, like, the night itself. Like, I'd be like, nah, we can't.
But see, here's the thing. I am someone who would feel some type of way if my friend came to me earlier in the night and gave me one request, and I went to bed knowing that I did not do that request.
Really?
Then I'd be like, that messed up my night. Because I'm like, he only asked me for one thing, and I didn't do it. I'm like, why didn't I do it? Now, if I was getting laid, that's why I didn't do it.
That's a different story.
You know, I would still feel bad, but like I wouldn't feel bad in the immediate moment. But if I wasn't, then there's no reason for me.
I don't know.
I
guess if I knew for a fact, like it's been a long history and like it's really not good and like then I really would go the extra mile. Fine. But I guess most of the time I don't believe that it's really that serious. Like
you're like, it's fine.
What
y'all good.
You broke up and got back together? Like,
you're like,
who gives a shit? Fuck them.
Just wrap it up because you don't want his kid.
Exactly. Like, it's fine. I don't know if it was really like they were really, because I speak in hyperbole a lot, obviously. So I could see a situation where I would be like, guys, I can't. No, it's bad. It's all bad.
And then 10 minutes later, you'd be like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, like it's fine.
We go.
In fact, I can think of like 4 or 5 situations where I have said that. And it's just like, nah, I was lying.
Shake my head. Well, good to know that I will not be inviting you out with me during the holiday time.
No, I'm fun. I make it more fun. I'm just not a reliable person to like make sure the things stay under control.
Didn't say you weren't fun. I said I wouldn't invite you around the holiday time. That's all I said.
When your guard is down.
When the sneak attacks are out. Because the sneak attacks, those are the ones.
Plus, I also have a tendency during the holidays to like just abandon all thoughts of any like usual type or like what I like am usually into, like looks wise, or like what I need personality wise, age wise, like any of that, like literal abandon.
You hear that, short guys? Holiday time is your only moment, baby. Holiday time is your only moment. That's the time. New Year.
It's happened multiple times. Like I literally just abandoned everything, and I'm just like, sure, yeah, this can work. This would be great.
And then the next day you're like, wow.
No, I've never regretted it like that. I mean, the biggest problem is like people think that I'm gonna continue with this, and then I'm like, nah, that was just a holiday spirit.
That was fun.
That was just a holiday
wonderful
spirit.
time. Yeah, like, it's like, write this in your journal, okay? I hope you had a great time. Like, not happening again, though.
But no, yeah, true.
That's so nice of
okay,
you.
well, what were the other things I listed that we have to address people's concerns?
So the other thing was the bringing.
The bringing of
to the holidays.
To the family holiday party.
Yes, which I mean, I will say just off wax, like, or on wax, bringing someone that's not even significant other. Maybe it's just a little fling or whatever. Bringing someone to a big event with African parents is like basically telling them that you're getting married.
Okay. Yep.
So like
Old school vibes out here.
Yeah. So I try to avoid that as much as possible.
Yep.
Now, because we normally do like Christmas at my parents', and, you know, everybody is home for the holidays. Like if there's someone in town and I know like, you know, because let me put it this way: white people, y'all do Christmas like hella early, like so like
hella early. What do you mean, like in the day, in the week? Like what do
yeah,
you mean?
like I mean, like so you guys like Christmas Eve is like part of your thing,
Oh,
and
yeah,
then like Christmas
it's part of
Day,
it.
like y'all are
That's
done.
true.
Y'all are done by like 2:00 Christmas, like you're done. We don't even open gifts normally in my house till like 6.
On Christmas?
Correct. 6
Oh, I
or
didn't know
7,
this was
yeah.
a thing. Okay.
That's just how we do.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
like-
I get you.
But because we do that, I know there's a lot of friends that like their day is done. So my parents are always like, yeah, if someone wants to stop by, they can come by.
Yeah, I
So
was
I'll
gonna say
invite people over.
you bring people to your parents' house like regularly.
Oh well, that's the party, man. Like everybody knows.
So what's the? I mean, where is this disconnect between like like it's just like, oh, if it was
So-
like this is my girl.
Well,
or
here's the
something.
thing. Because they know I'm not like actively in a relationship,
Yeah.
any woman that they've never met
Mm-hmm.
and they meet because I invited them, they just assume that that's the only reason that I'm bringing them is because they don't assume I'm pretty sure my mom doesn't even think I've ever had sex still. Like she's just like, nah, not my son. That's ridiculous.
This is the way.
Yeah,
This is the way.
this is the way.
This is our new thing that we're doing.
This is the
We're
way.
co-opting
Like,
the Mandalorian
not doing it
to describe the phenomena where parents pretend they don't know things that they good and well know.
They good and well know. So she be out here pretending.
This is the way.
But like anytime a new female comes, they just assume that I must be dating them. Like,
Okay.
and so I try to, when I know that I'm not, I try to set it up where
When I
it's a
know that I'm not. It's
I-
like,
I-
it gets tricky.
Exactly. I'm like, I try to set it up where like, oh, you're gonna come over. Make sure you're coming at the same time as like me and my roommate.
This is a
or,
lot of
like, me and my
finessing,
friend.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
it's a lot of work to deal with these old crazy African people. Like, let me tell you. But like, if somebody just shows up, I'm like, yeah, that's the situation. Like, I can't remember the last holiday I actually had a significant other over. It's probably
Because it would have to be pretty serious for you to do that.
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't. I just because I'm comfortable bringing people around my parents all the time. Anyways, I just again have to do that little finessing to make sure that they don't think it's something.
Yeah.
Then it's fine. So like, if we all walk in, like if I walk in like with my sister and everybody else, oh, maybe it's my sister's friend and not
Sure.
somebody. But if we just come in solo dolo, then I know I got some splaining to do. So
And would
not
they
about
say they did latch on to the said person or a person and were like grilling you about it after the fact? Would they easily let this go if you explained it, or would they be the type to be like, nah, this is your girl, and they keep asking and keep
I
asking?
mean,
keep asking?
they would probably like if they really like the person, they probably say something about, oh, like my dad, he's just real slick, so he say some shit like, oh, I just really like her. She's just really nice. She's really fun. She can hang out with the debaters anytime. She gets down. Oh, I like her drink choice. Like he just randomly lists like a whole bunch of attributes that he likes.
Yeah.
And just continually do that until I'm like, okay, well that's nice. Do you want to get divorced?
I mean,
and,
that's not a
move on?
bad dad strategy, I have to say. Honestly, it's pretty
Yeah,
good.
it's fine, but it's just annoying when I know I'm not getting in a relationship with that said person. But no, I'm always here for. I think that there's a time period, at least me personally, I think there's a time period in which you should do it. Like if you're gonna bring somebody over, like seriously. So like, if you've been dating for 3 months, probably shouldn't do it.
And what if the girl was like, I want to come?
For me personally, if she wants to come, that's fine. But I'm
Yeah.
not going to introduce her in the way that she wants.
What'd you say?
I wouldn't say anything. I'd just be like, oh.
What do you mean? You gotta say something. You
Yeah, I'd
walk
be
in the
like-
door.
I'd be like, hey, this is Kristen.
And that's it. And then you just let them all speculate.
Y'all,
and
I'm
her,
like, y'all.
everybody.
I'd be like, we're all adults here.
You don't think
guys
that's
can-
setting you up for a problem later on with her and the family both?
Oh no, the family no, but her, yeah, definitely, 100%. but that's fine.
But if you like this girl, you've been dating her for a while. It just hasn't been long enough for this. But you really want to piss her off over the holidays?
Yeah,
You
because
don't care?
she's the one that chose. Like, I'm like, hey, we could have went and just hung out with our families, sent some cute little texts, maybe hop on the Christian train, do some little sexting later, whatever.
True.
And call it a day. But nah, you wanted to come out here and jump in this
So
crazy African jungle. That's on you.
But you wouldn't then just be like, oh, like, I'm not sure. You wouldn't have like an adult conversation about it and be like, I'm not ready for you to come.
Probably not. I'd probably just let her come. No, I'm not gonna lie. I'd be like, if she was adamant, like she really wanted to come, I'd be like, damn.
Well, I don't think any girl without a little bit of encouraging from their guy is gonna be like adamantly, unless they're crazy, which you are into crazy girls.
All right,
which
so
is fine.
yeah.
But like most functioning adults would be like trying to gauge if you're into it or not.
Well, I mean, yes and no, because like, quick sidebar story, like one of these last girls that I was talking to right before my birthday, which I take very seriously and normally spend multiple days for.
Multiple weeks, yes.
Yeah. She had texted me and she says, hey, I just wanted you to know, like, I know your birthday's coming up, and if you don't want me to like be around because you're hanging out with, like a lot of close friends and family, like I totally understand. And I'm like, this is the opposite of any text I would expect to get. Like, yeah, you can come hang out. Like, I want people around, and like, like you're cool,
right?
And then comes around, enjoys herself, meets everybody, and then hits the little slow ghost.
Well, word?
Slow ghost, yeah. And I'm
like,
that
was not a good move on her part.
And I'm like,
why would you do that?
Yeah, I'm like, that's the opposite thing. That it doesn't make sense, So I just would be like, hey, it's fine. You just come over and I'll just deal with the consequences if you're mad. Anyways, like it don't make a difference to me because I feel like I can talk about that after.
Sure.
If you really want to come hang out, and again, that goes back to me personally. Like everybody's been to my parents at this point, except for you, actually.
Except for me. Yeah. I know. I haven't gotten the invite yet. I'll go when the coronavirus.
Yeah. So it's like, it's not weird to go to my parents for any situation. So I can't really be like, oh, well, it's the holidays, so you can't go. Like,
okay.
I'd clearly be lying. So it's either I don't want you to come, which then, we're probably just done.
So you might just break up with a girl mid-cuffing season because you were like, nah, you ain't coming.
It was a good run. We had a good run.
Okay.
We had fun.
That's real.
So, no, that's me, though. Like, I don't mind it. You can come through. I just hope you don't expect anything. I'm normally not one of those, like, I tell them, like, don't be extra, so I don't expect them to bring any gifts from my parents, stuff like that. If you want to do all that extra stuff that some people do like to do, that's fine, but I will encourage you not to do that. Like, because especially if it's the first time.
Because you're not trying to like hype it up like it's so serious.
Yeah, especially if it's the first time. Because I'm like, if you do all that, then it's like, dang, now you really like, I gotta marry you.
Right. It's like self-preservation with your own family.
And I don't know if I'm gonna marry you, so I'm not here for it. Like, so I gotta wait. Like, but what about you?
I mean, this is just so interesting to me because because my situation is that my extended family doesn't live here. I mean, so first of all, me and my mom are best friends. You've already met my mom. This is not a thing. Yeah. This is the whole meaning,
she's
whatever.
OG, yeah.
So that's like already done, no brainer. Same thing with my brother because he's my best friend. We hang out all the time. So that's like fine. And then, but my extended family, where like all of this speculation, judgment comes into play. They don't live in town. So like I've never once traveled the man to the family gathering, and I cringe at the day that I ever would. Like I just that would like I'm already regretting the theoretical I already have regret over any point in the future that I would choose to bring them because like part of the problem is that I'm the second oldest cousin. The oldest is married. Nobody out of all the cousins has ever brought a significant other to this family gathering except for the oldest cousin
who's married,
who that was the only guy that she ever brought, and she married him. So it's just like boom, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like just strikes left and right. Like I would never, ever do this. Now, another part of it is again like the way, as I'm calling it.
Hey, this is the way.
Like you know that Office episode where Jim and Pam are so worried that someone's going to reveal that Pam's pregnant at the wedding.
Shout out
and
to
then
The Office.
everybody thinks it's going to be Michael, and then it ends up being Jim. That would be me in this scenario. Like, I cannot keep a secret for shit. So, like, if there's anything...
But so, like, what secret would you be trying to keep?
I mean, first of all, I know 4 couples right now in this moment that are lying to their parents about their living arrangements. For this same conservative religious stuff. It's like the parents know good and well, like, or they can assume or whatever it is.
But they say no.
But everybody just mutually agrees not to bring it up, and like we go on with
this is the way.
This is the way.
Yeah.
So like, first of all, if I ever brought, like, even not that I would necessarily have to be living with a guy to bring him, but like, if there was anything that I was not trying to reveal, guaranteed I would reveal it. Guaranteed. I would either accidentally say some shit because I'm just so talkative, or I would like get into a fucking argument with somebody and be like, "Well, I'm doing this." Like, like I would just like, I would find a way to shoot myself in the foot.
Yeah.
So I would never do that. Like, it's just, there's just so many reasons. I literally am just like feeling uncomfortable with this conversation, even thinking about it, because I would never, ever, ever do this ever.
No, I just think that's because the guys that slide in the DMs right now, they not hubby material.
It's just it's too much. Also, like, my family's like very there's a lot of women. There's many fewer male cousins than there are female cousins. And so to bring like another adult male energy into the mix would be very impactful. Like, it's not like he could just like kind of stay in the background type thing.
Yeah, he can. Oh, let him go hang out with the rest of the girls.
No. So it would just like be like a really fucking big deal, and I would never do it. Unless I was like about to marry the guy, which, let's be real, it's not. Like, I can't even picture what that.
We're not there yet, guys. We're definitely not there yet. No, okay, all right.
So if some guy, I mean, but I kind of have the perfect out, because, like, I feel like some people, they deal with the problem of the, like I said, like the person like wants to come, and you're not sure if you want them to come. But in my situation, I have the perfect out, because I would just be like, you're not flying, you're not like.
I'm not
it's a
asking
trip,
you to pay,
you
blah,
know,
blah, blah,
like,
and I'm not paying for you.
Right.
Like,
right.
Yeah, no, you're lucky. That's built in. Like,
and then, like I said, my immediate family in town, like, that's a no-brainer. They already met you. There's no question about it.
Like, those people, it's like
they met you. They met you before I even liked you. Like, that ship is so sailed. They probably the ones that convinced me to even like give you the time of day in the first place.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. We all out here just trying to convince you to give your brothers a chance. So
that is the way of my life. Everybody else convincing me to like people.